the mythological stuff I always heard about Scepter was that like there was very little drum edits on that. Is that
Well, it was all analog. We didn't. The studio
Jesus?
wasn't
Analog.
running Pro
Oh
Tools.
shit, it
Yeah.
was. That's right. Yeah.
Um, and there's a couple of drop-ins on the album, but you can't move anything around when it's analog. There's
Jeez.
like literally, yeah, taped. It was taped. Went to tape.
Damn, that's
We
crazy.
were we were rehearsing like 5 days a week,
Yeah,
and because me and Joe lived in the same house, like we were very ready going into that.
that's crazy, man.
Um,
Analog. That's. I mean, we actually were throwing around stuff about like doing analog again, but that's the fact that you did it on Scepter. Is that what? Did you ever play? Did you play like live, or did you track, or how did that go?
um, so I so there's no clicks on it. It was analog, and Joe played guide guitar, which I can't remember whether we kept or not. So possibly one of the guitars is the live guitar that he played.
Jesus,
Um, but when I hear back, it's fucking sloppy. It's all over the place.
this is definitely not sloppy at all.
Um, but we just didn't know what we were doing. Like honestly, it was like the studio we went to was the only studio in town. And the studio, we took a few CDs in, and Stu, who recorded it, the studio owner, he's an awesome guy, not into metal. He said, "Oh yeah, I could probably get pretty close to some of these albums." That was cool. Okay, I'll set up over here, and that was it.
God,
Subsequent albums,
I don't hear any slop on that album, dude. I don't understand why I'm hearing sloppy in the same sentence as this album. It just in
it's
my
like
brain.
I think of tight when I
I
think
think
of
of
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I
of
was
tight
saying.
and organic. That's all I think is
That's what I'm
tight
saying.
I mean, definitely organic. Like I can get that because there's no click, and it's us playing it.
Dude, that album is so tight. It's insane. Like it's known for being tight amongst like Matt from Decrepit is the first person that was like, dude, that's what I'm saying.
the picking
tight
on that
shit.
album sounds clean as fuck.
Yeah, the drumming, everything. It's like ridiculous, dude.
Obviously,
It's crazy. You guys did that on tape.
you guys are the
Thank you very
reincarnation
much.
of the
It's
Abbott
amazing.
brothers.
um, I think subsequent albums, as we learned more about the studio, and we learned about click tracks and things like that. Oh right, you can play along to a metronome. Cool.
Yeah.
That came with cymbals. That's when we started to play to a click.